one of two. I don't know if this is book video 1 or video 2. I am making 2 separate Christmas book reading vlogs this year because I just have so many I want to get to. But how is Bookmas going? Who knows which number this is, but I hope you've been around for all of them. If you are needing to catch up, there's probably a playlist down below, and then there's also last year's Bookmas that you could catch up on. But we are gonna just jump into it because we do have 4 books we're gonna be reading in this vlog, and I'm gonna go over them all with you right now. Now these 2 I just read the back of, so I can describe to you. This book is about our inn owner. This is called The Book Club Hotel by Sarah Morgan. Her name is Hattie, and Hattie owns this inn with her husband, who recently passed away just a month after it opened. Now it's the holiday season. She's a single mom who's really trying to just like get through the holidays. And when this group of friends comes to the inn for a book club, she starts to see that there are some cracks underneath the surfaces with them, and they're all dealing with their own things, and their stories become intertwined some way, somehow. Then we have got The 12 Dates of Christmas by Jenny Bayliss. Jenny is my favorite Christmas book author, so I am very excited to jump into this one. And from what I gather, we have our main girl, Kate, and Kate is not very like into Christmas. She's very bah humbug. She has like a day job, but then has a side job of baking for her friend's like neighborhood cafe, her male friend Matt. And he kind of signs her up for this dating thing where she's going to go on 12 different dates between now and Christmas. And my guess is that her and Matt are gonna end up together, but I'm excited to see where it goes. We've got this little shorty here, which is called The Christmas Appeal by Janice Hallett. One Christmas play, one Santa dead, everyone's a suspect. The Christmas season has arrived in Lower Lockwood, and the Fairway players are busy rehearsing their festive holiday production of Jack and the Beanstalk to raise money for a new church roof. But despite the season, goodwill is distractingly lacking among the amateur theater enthusiasts, with petty rivalries and possibly asbestos-filled Beanstalk, and some perennially absent players behind the scene. Of course, there's also the matter of the dead body on stage, who could possibly have been the victim on their naughty list. Join lawyers Femi and Charlotte as they investigate Christmas letters, examine emails, and pore over police transcripts to identify both the victim and killer before the curtain closes on their holiday production for good. Janice Hallett does a lot of mixed media, so I'm excited about that. And then we have One Day in December by Josie Silver. Lori is pretty sure love at first sight doesn't exist anywhere outside of the movies, but then through the mist on a bus window one snowy December, she sees a man that she knows instantly is the one. Their eyes meet, there's a moment of pure magic, and then her bus drives away. Certain they're fated to find each other again, Lori spends a year scanning every bus stop and cafe in London, hoping for another glimpse of what she trusts is true love. But she doesn't find him, not when it matters anyway. Instead, they reunite at the Christmas party where her best friend Sarah giddily introduces her to her new boyfriend, Jack, the man from the bus to Lori. What follows for Lori, Sarah, and Jack is 10 years of friendship, heartbreak, roads not taken, and destinies reconsidered. One Day in December is a joyous, heartbreaking, and immensely moving love story, and a reminder that fate takes inexplicable turns along the route to happiness. So it looks like it is over the 10 years. It is mixed point of view, and I am excited for it. Let's get into it. You guys, past Hannah was really thinking about future Hannah. When I made my TBR and I made like my video ideas, I literally took pictures of which books went to which video, because otherwise we'd be lost in the sauce. And we are going to be starting this video, because I know based on my picture that I haven't read anything else with this video, with One Day in December by Josie Silver. This audiobook is due in a couple of days, so we best get to it. And it is currently noon and I have a big fat work day ahead of me, so I know that I will most likely get through this entire book. I am excited to get into it. I had read all of the Christmas books for the other Christmas romance or the Christmas book video that you guys would have already seen. I already read all of those and I was getting a little bit burnt out, but since then I've read a horror and then like just a regular contemporary romance, and I'm reading a regular contemporary romance on my Kindle. So I think it's okay to jump back into a holiday read. I don't really know what this is about other than like a girl sees a guy and then she gets on a bus and drives away. I have no clue, but we're gonna get started on this while I'm working and hopefully it's good. I will check in when I'm halfway. It looks like there's different years as I'm flipping through the book, like 2013. And it also appears it is dual point of view, which I do like. We've got Lori and Jack. So the thing with Lori, the name Lori though, is I'm gonna picture her as like 65 years old, because every Lori that I know is at least 65 years old. So here's to hoping it's good. I'm ready to rock and roll. We have made it 30% into this book. I wish I could come here and tell you that I'm loving this, but at 30% we're DNFing it. This book has just committed too many sins for me to want to continue on with a 400-page romance book. So in this book we have got Lori. And Lori has a best friend named Sarah. Her and Sarah are roommates, and like years ago, Lori was on a bus and she sees a guy at the bus stop. That's all she wrote. She never speaks to him, whatever. I already am a hater of the love at first sight trope. Like, I think it's corny, I think it's stupid, and I don't like it. I'm so sorry if that's your love story. I just, like, simply don't believe in it. And so, whatever. It's kind of become a joke between Lori and Sarah of, like, her finding this bus stop guy, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Lori keeps trying to set her up with other people because she's just literally so stuck on this guy she saw out of a window at a bus stop. It's so dumb. And so, then she sets her up on this date with this guy, whatever. And she's bringing her on this double date with her new boyfriend, whatever. And Lori and Sarah are roommates. And Sarah's new boyfriend, lo and behold, is Lori's bus stop guy. They choose to not mention it, not say anything, because, like, it's awkward to even, like, admit that you remember the person. I don't know. But they're lying about the whole thing. And at 30%, he is actively dating her best friend, Sarah, and they kiss. And that's where I was like, this? No. I don't fuck with cheating. I don't fuck with the cheating trope. I don't fuck with love at first sight and that you're going to ruin your best friendship to kiss a guy that you literally never spoke to before you decided you were in love with him. It's just so fucking stupid and it's pissing me off. So, no. I'm not going to continue it to give it 1 star. We're going to move swiftly on to the Book Club Hotel, which this is the December book club pick for my book club, which is always linked down below, but I just think it's funny that it's the Book Club Hotel is my book club's pick. So I don't usually read my book club books via audio, but it's a busy month, so that's what we're gonna do. And we're gonna jump right into her because this was trashola. But this, all I know is it's this group, they're going to this like struggling inn where like the woman recently lost her husband and they're having like a getaway with their book club. So I hope it's cute, I hope it's fun, because one day in December, they deserve one day in hell, you know? Alrighty, Captain, we are about halfway through this book and it is going so much better than the other one. So in this book, we're following a group of people. We're following Hattie, who is the one who is running this inn. She and her husband bought this inn, and then shortly after he passed away, leaving her widowed with a young daughter. This was like a couple of years ago. There's some issues with the inn. It's like really like renowned for its food, but the chef is an asshole. Then there's this one girl who's a server named Stephanie, and she's a fucking bitch, and Hattie needs to fire her immediately because I literally want to punch her in the face. Then we have the friend group. We have got Erica. Erica is like the badass, high-power businesswoman who travels the world, doesn't have a man, doesn't have kids, is very like overly independent because her childhood sort of forced her to be that way. Her dad walked out on her mom a couple of, like, the day she was born, and she never had a relationship with him. Her mom has passed away, and it's literally just her against the world. Then we have got Claudia. Claudia was dating this guy for about 10 years, and they just recently broke up because he was cheating on her. She also was just laid off from her job, so she feels at this like crossroads where she doesn't know what to do with her life. And then we have got Anna. Anna is married to Pete, and they are like so in love. They have twins who are now teenagers who are sort of no longer like wanting their parents all up in their business. Like her son is having some sort of like musical performance and he's like, I don't want you to come, like that's embarrassing. So they're in this place in their life. They usually have their book club get together, like retreat over the summer, but something happened, and so now they're having it over the winter, and they're going to Hattie's Inn in Vermont. I don't want to spoil anything. Okay, it doesn't say, but there is something that happens where Hattie realizes that her life is very intertwined with these women's lives, and that's kind of where I'm at right now. This like reveal is just happening around the 50% mark as to how Hattie is connected to these people, and it's causing the girls to really have to face some emotional baggage that has been inflicting them throughout their lives. I really enjoy that we're reading a story about people in their 40s. As somebody who's 30, I'm like in between that like early 20 and early 40-year-old people in books. But as somebody who has pretty much acted like a grandma for their whole life, I like the maturity of reading about older characters, and so it's so far going really, really good. I'm interested to see where we land. It's also one of those things where like they all were kind of like trying to figure out a way to not go on the retreat, but they need each other so deeply. They're all going through so many big changes in their life right now that all they need more than anything is their friends' support. And they're all live such different lives that being able to connect with their friends and help them through these different things is just perfect. So far I'm really, really loving this, which I'm happy about. And we're gonna continue onward. Okay, you guys, we finished the book club hotel, and this proceeded to be a super, super cheesy story, but like in the best way. Like that's what I needed. That's what I love about the Holly Jolly time. It's just the corny, feel-good movies and books. Like I am all for a shitty Netflix movie. Like I really am. I worked at a Hallmark store for like 4 years. Give me the cheese, give me the corn. And that's what this was. And I loved that. So I ended up giving this book 4 stars. It wasn't a perfect 5, but I really liked how it wrapped up. I liked how everybody's lives got intertwined. Was it predictable? Yup. Was it cheesy? Yeah, but like, that's me. I do a series over on TikTok and on Shorts that's like, I read a lot of books, but I have bad taste. This is like the epitome of that. Like, this is the most corny, cheesy book. Ate it up, truly. I was like, oh my god, it's almost over. I don't want it to be over. So that's a win. We love that, especially coming off of a DNF. I'm pretty thrilled. I'm not sure which book we're going to read next, but whenever I know, I'll let you know. Okay, guys, I just wanted to let you know this is the book I am going to be reading next up. For my physical read is The Christmas Appeal. I feel like this should be a pretty quick read because this is like a short book, like regular sized book, this book, and even it being shorter in size, it's thin. It's only like 190 pages, and like the whole book is like mixed media. So I think this should be a pretty quick read. I have no idea what it's about, and it has pretty bad reviews, so we will see where the cookie crumbles on that one. I fear we DNF'd this. I did not get far at all because I feel like this is like a 1.5. This is like a novella following a different series, and I think I'm supposed to know who these characters are because it's like told all through mixed media, which is super duper fun. However, like I don't know who these people are. I don't have any backstory on them, and I literally don't give a shit what happened. It's like currently feeling just like drama at this theater and like a bunch of different people not liking each other, and I just like don't care. And my time to like read physically is so limited right now that I'm not gonna waste it on something that is not bringing joy. So I will come at you guys when I start the 12 Dates of Christmas, because that is the final book for this video, but this was a no-go. Okay guys, we are starting my last Jenny Bayliss of the season. I have one more on my TBR that is like her newest book, but that's gonna wait till next year. We have got the 12 Dates of Christmas, and we're about to jump into it. It's 3 o'clock. I still got so many hours of work left for the day, so I should be able to finish this. Let's go. I'll obviously check in halfway through. Giving y'all a change of scenery. I hate to tell you, we're halfway through. That I like to tell you. But this is giving maximum 3-star energy. And I'm so sad. Oh my god, this video has been such a fail. Because we DNF'd 2 books. We DNF'd one day in December. As well as the Janice Hallett book. Then we did read the book club book, which was good. I gave that 4 stars, but this is just like not hitting. So in this book, we've got our main girl, Kate, and Kate is kind of like everybody in her life is, you know, really happy and blah, blah, blah. And she like likes her job, whatever, but she's having a really hard time in the romance category. She also has her friend Matt. They've like been friends for so long. They went like 10 years where they didn't speak to each other. You find out why. I'm not going to tell you guys. And she signed up and paid like, I guess like a ton of money to do this 12 Dates of Christmas thing where she's going to go on 12 different dates with 12 different people. And we're literally going through her different dates, which the concept is so good, and I do love everything about that. All these fun different dates. They're doing like different like pie making and skiing and hiking and all these different fun little activities. But I'm just so bored, and I think it's, again, it's kind of giving me the same issues that I had with One Day in December, where her and Matt obviously like has feelings for her. I'm not really sure at this point if she has feelings for him back. I'm sure that's going to be the end goal of the book. But he literally has a girlfriend. Though the girlfriend, like Kate, one of the dates that she went on was with this guy who has really been like pining over his ex. He broke up with her because she wanted to move and he did not want to move with her, so they broke up, but he's still in love with her. And then one of the dates is like you bring one of your friends with you, and like it's like friends and mingle. I don't really know, but she brings Matt's girlfriend because they're friends, friendly enough, not like super close. But they find out that she is that guy's like love that he lost, and she's like trying to get info from Kate, like what's going on with Matt. Like he seems distant, like he's hiding something, like there's something he's not telling me, like he's still hung up on somebody, like what's the tea? And Kate's like, I don't know, because she really doesn't know. But it's just like very boring so far. Like nothing has happened. We're just going through these dates. My favorite part was there was one date where like the name tag, like there was a bit of a technical issue, and her date ended up being with this gay guy, Drew, and they hit it off as like friends. It was like a salsa dancing thing. And now they're like texting buddies. Love them. Love Drew. He's so funny. But it's a snooze fest, and I'm having a really bad work day, and this is not helping me get through it. I read a 3-star book before this. I am just over it all. I am ready for it to be done. I'm not having a good time, and that's where we're at. Y'all, I'm losing the will to read, truly. this month has just been, I've read so many books and they've all been so not good that I'm really losing my brain cells, I think. I've finished this, and the way that in this video we had 1 4-star, 2 DNFs, and a 2-star read is tragic, especially because this was one of the Christmas books I was most looking forward to, because I really love most of Jenny Bayliss's work, and I really loved the concept of this one, but it continued to just be super corny, and it just, I hate the trope of like people being in a relationship but being in love with somebody else. Like, I hate that so much. Just break up with them. Oh, it pisses me off. So yeah, a 2-star read. I don't recommend this one. I've read quite a few of her books. Like I said, I've read this one, I've read Kiss Me at Christmas, I've read A December to Remember, A Season for Second Chances, Meet Me Under the Mistletoe. That's the one. Every other book by her I've given 4 or 5 stars. This one is the outlier, and don't buy it. It's not good. And honestly, this video is a flop for the most part. At least the book club book was cute. I'm switching gears for a different video and reading a thriller next because nothing is working out. So I will talk to you guys later. I hope you have a wonderful day, night, whenever you're watching this. I'll see you next time. Bye.